Hello and welcome everyone. So in this video I would like to discuss about study note number 9, Employee State Insurance Act 1948. This study note includes Employee State Insurance Act 1948, its object, scope and applicability. Okay, so Employee State Insurance Act 1948 is the first major legislation on social security for the employees in India. It is devised to you know provide social protection to employee in contingencies such as illness, long-term sickness, or any other health risk due to exposure to employment injury or occupational hazards. The medical facilities are also made available to legal dependents of the employee who are insured person. This facility is also extended to retired person also. Okay, so and where applicability, the act extend to whole of India. This act apply to the in the first instance applicable to all factories including factory belonging to the government other than season factories. The appropriate government may in consultation with the corporation, and where the appropriate government is a state government, with the approval of central government, after giving 1 month's notice of its intention of so doing by notification in the official gazette, extend the provision of this act or any of them to any other establishment or classes of establishment, industrial, commercial, agriculture or otherwise. A factory or an establishment to which this act apply shall continue to be governed by this act, notwithstanding that the number of persons employed therein at any time falls below the limit specified by or under this act, or the manufacturing process therein ceases to be carried on with the aid of power. Okay, the central government has since prescribed the wage limit for coverage of an employee under section 2 subsection 9 of the act as 21,000 per month. Further, it is provided that an employee whose wages excluding remuneration for overtime work exceeds rupees 21,000 a month at any time after and not before the beginning of the contribution period shall continue to be an employee until the end of the said period. Important. Then factory means section 2 subsection 12 define the term the factory as any premises including the precincts thereof wherein 10 or more persons are employed or were employed on any day of the preceding 12 months, and in any part of which a manufacturing process is being carried on or is ordinarily so carried on, but does not include a mine subject to the operation of the Mines Act 1952 or a railway running set. Clear? ये सब पढ़ लेना चाहिए. Then term of office, this one is important. Section 9 provides that the term of office of a member of the standing committee shall be 2 years from the date on which his election is notified. The member of standing committee shall cease to hold office when he ceases to be a member of the corporation. Clear? तो जितने भी पेनल प्रोविजंस है अंडर सेक्शन 84 टू 86 ऑफ इस एक्ट ये सब पढ़ लेना चाहिए. सेक्शन 84, सेक्शन 85, सेक्शन 85A, 85B टू 85G, सेक्शन 85A, 85B, सेक्शन 85C, 86, Section 75 deals with provision of adjudication dispute of Section 75 deals with provisions for adjudication of dispute and claims. Penal action under Section 138 of Negotiable Instrument Act. Then penal action under Section 405, 406, 409 of IPC. Okay, so ये सब section पढ़ लेना चाहिए. Now we have to discuss about the multiple choice questions. fill in the blank. The two types of permanent establishment is partial disable and permanent disablement. Partial disable, permanent disable. Partial, permanent. Okay. Two types of permanent establishment. One is partial and another is permanent. Then question number 2. The term of the members of Medical Benefit Council shall be 4 years. The term of the members of Medical Benefit Council shall be. Then the rate of contribution is dash and dash of workers' wages by employee and employer respectively. The rate of contribution is dash and dash of workers' wages by employees and employers. Okay, respectively. So right answer will be 1.75 and 4.75. इस ऑपरेटर हो गया है एम्प्लॉय कंट्रीब्यूशन 1.75 and worker contribution employer contribution 4.75. Clear? Then question number 4. The amount recoverable under this act may be recovered as if it dash. The amount recoverable under this act means under this Employee State Insurance Act 1948 recovered as if it were an area of land revenue. एरियर ऑफ लैंड रेवेन्यू के हिसाब से अमाउंट रिकवरेबल हो सकता है. ओके, देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. स्टैंडिंग कमिटी शैल कंसिस्ट ऑफ डैश मेंबर्स ऑफ द कॉर्पोरेशन. स्टैंडिंग कमिटी शैल कंसिस्ट ऑफ 3 members of the corporation. 3 members. Standing committee shall consist of 3 members of the corporation. Then question number 6. Dash is the ex officio member of Medical Benefit Council. The right answer is Medical Commissioner of Corporation. Medical Commissioner of Corporation is the ex officio member of the Medical Benefit Council. Medical Commissioner of Corporation is the ex officio member of Medical Benefit Council. Clear? Then question number 7. A member of the corporation, the standing committee or the Medical Benefit Council may resign his office by notice in writing to dash. The right answer is central government. A member of the corporation, the standing committee or the Medical Benefit Council may resign his office by notice in writing to central government. Question number 8. The payment towards the expenditure on the funeral of the deceased insured person is payable to the dash. The right answer is eldest surviving member of the family. Eldest surviving member of the family. Okay. Then question number 9. Confinement is the labor resulting in the issue of living child or labor after dash pregnancy resulting in the issue of child whether alive or dead. The right answer is 26 weeks. Confinement is the labor resulting in the issue of living child or labor after 26 weeks of pregnancy resulting in the issue of child whether alive or dead. Okay, then question number 10. Factory is defined as any premises including the precincts thereof wherein dash or more person are employed on any day of the preceding dash. The right answer is 10. Wherein 10 or more persons are employed on any day of the preceding 12 month. Factory is defined as any premises including the preceding thereof wherein 10 or more persons are employed on any day of the preceding 12 month. Now we have to choose the correct answer. Number 1. The contribution shall be paid in a bank within dash days of the last day of the calendar month in which the contribution fall due for any wage period. The right answer is 21. 21 days. The contribution shall be paid in a bank within 21 days of the last day of the calendar month in which the contribution fall due for any wage period. Clear? Then Number 2, an appeal shall lie to High Court from the order of ESI within dash days from the date of order of the ESI court. The right answer is 60 days. An appeal shall lie to High Court from the order of ESI within 60 days from the date of order of the ESI court. Okay, then question number 3, a member of the corporation shall cease to be a member if he failed to attend dash consecutive meeting. Right answer is 3. A member of the corporation shall cease to be a member if he failed to attend 3 consecutive. अगर ESI कॉर्पोरेशन का मेंबर अगर 3 consecutive मीटिंग फेल किया है अटेंड करने में, in that case he shall cease to be a member. Okay, so right answer is choice number A, 3. ESI fund consists of dash. ESI fund consists of, as you know, contribution, grants from government and donation. Yes, sir. ESI fund consists of contribution, grants from government and donation. So the right answer is choice number D, all of the above. Clear? Then question number 5, the corporation may, with the approval of dash, establish and maintain in a state hospital, dispensary, etc. The right answer is central government, no. State government, yes. Local authority, no. None of those, no. So right answer is choice number B. The corporation may, with the approval of state government, establish and maintain in a state hospital, dispensary, etc. The corporation may, with the approval of state government, establish and maintain in a state hospital, dispensary, etc. Now question number 6, who will not the following be considered as an employee? इसमें किसको एम्प्लॉय कहा नहीं जाएगा? कैंटीन वर्कर is also employee, casual worker employee, partner is not an employee, part-time employee also employee, but partner is not to be considered as an employee. So right answer is choice number C, partners. Clear? Then question number 7, who among the following is not the principal employer? इसमें principal employer कौन नहीं है? इसमें principal employer कौन नहीं है? ऑक्यूपायर ऑफ द फैक्ट्री, ये प्रिंसिपल एम्प्लॉयर हो सकते हैं. ओनर ऑफ द फैक्ट्री प्रिंसिपल एम्प्लॉयर हो सकते हैं. लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ द ओनर, ये भी बन सकते हैं प्रिंसिपल एम्प्लॉयर, बट लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्टर ये नहीं बन पाएंगे. सो लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्टर कैन नॉट बी the principal employer. So the right answer is choice number D, legal representative of the contractor. Then question number 8, seasonal factory is one which is engaged for a period of not exceeding dash in a year. Seasonal factory is the one which is engaged for a period not exceeding dash in a year. The right answer is 7 months. Okay, 6 months no, 3 months no, none of the above no. The right answer is 7 months. Seasonal factory is the one which is engaged for a period of not exceeding 7 months in a year. Then question number 9, which among the following will not be included in the definition of wages? Which among the following will not be included in the definition of wages? The right answer is this one, traveling allowance, payment made on authorized leave, no, ये इंक्लूड होगा. पेमेंट मेड ऑन ऑथराइज लीव, it will be included in the definition of wages as per Employee State Insurance Act 1948, ESI Act 1948 के हिसाब से. ओके, ये एप्लीकेबल होगा इन द डेफिनेशन ऑफ वेजेस. कौन? पेमेंट मेड ऑन ऑथराइज लीव, पेमेंट मेड ऑन लॉकआउट, पेमेंट मेड फॉर ले ऑफ. लेकिन ट्रैवलिंग अलाउंस विल नॉट बी इंक्लूडेड, इट नॉट इंक्लूडेड इन द traveling allowance will not be included in the definition of wages as per ESI Act 1948. Okay, now क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 ये इंपॉर्टेंट है फॉर एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. इसमें क्वेश्चन आ सकता है मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चन. व्हिच अमंग द फॉलोइंग विल नॉट बी इंक्लूडेड इन द डेफिनेशन ऑफ वेजेस एज पर ESI Act 1948. सो इन दैट केस द राइट आंसर विल बी ट्रैवलिंग अलाउंस. देन ESI कॉर्पोरेशन इज ए डैश. ESI कॉर्पोरेशन इज ए द राइट आंसर इज बॉडी कॉर्पोरेट. Partnership firm, no. Limited liability partnership, no. Body corporate, yes. Hindu underwear family, no. So right answer is ESI corporation is a body corporate. That is choice number C. ESI corporation is a body corporate. Clear? Then now we have to choose true or false. State whether true or false. First, number 1, the member of Indian Naval, Military or Air Force is coming under the definition of employee under ESI Act? No. This sentence is false. Because the members of government employee, that is Indian Naval, Military or Air Force is not coming under the definition of employee under ESI Act. Clear? Then number 2, wages does not include any gratuity payable on discharge. True. Wages does not include any gratuity payable on discharge. Clear? Then number 3, every employee is to register himself under the provision of ESI Act. Yes, every employee is to register himself under the provision of ESI Act. Clear? Number 4, again sir, an employee insured under the ESI Act can also claim compensation under the Workmen Compensation Act? No. The sentence is false. An employee insured under the ESI Act cannot claim compensation under the Workmen Compensation Act. Clear? Then next question. The benefit of medical benefit under this act are assignable? No. Medical benefit भी नहीं मिल सकता. Okay, so this sentence is false. Civil court has no jurisdiction to decide or deal with any dispute or to dispute on any liability to be decided by a medical board or ESI court. So this sentence is true. Civil court has no jurisdiction to decide or deal with any dispute or to dispute on any liability to be decided by a medical board, tribunal or ESI court. Question number 7. Attachment of bank account of the defaulter can be undertaken for recovery of dues? Yes. Attachment of bank account of the defaulter can be undertaken for recovery of dues. Okay. Now, question number 8. The central government cannot supersede the ESI corporation? No. The sentence is false. The central government can supersede the ESI corporation. Question number 9. Employees represent the station commission of ESI corporation? Yes, this sentence is true. Employee represent the station commission of ESI corporation. Okay, then number 10. There shall be one woman among the members representing the medical profession in the medical benefit council? Yes, this sentence is true. There shall be one woman among the members representing the medical profession in the medical benefits council. Okay, so in this way I have discussed all the multiple choice questions under Employee State Insurance Act 1948. You just need to revise them as many times as possible. Okay, so now we have to discuss the model questions, long type questions. Okay, define the terms immediate employer and employee under ESI Act. Distinguish between permanent partial disablement and permanent to total